What's up guys, just Massey here and welcome to a brand new video, and today we're looking at potentially the best bronze player ever in FIFA Ultimate Team history. You probably can guess who it is by the title, of course. We'll get into him in just a moment. Today the formation is a 4-2-3-1, the first time I've used it in a long time, and I think I used this team around 2 weeks ago now. So it has been a long time in the works, but now it is finally released. And before we get started, as always, if we could try to smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and the comments below, let me know who you think is the best bronze ever. And also, if you missed yesterday's video, it was down below in that description box. It was a silver version of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. As we always do, let's start off with the goalkeeper and the defenders. And in net, we've got this man, David Ousted, who plays for Vancouver Whitecaps. He's now a 75 rated goalkeeper. I think in previous foots, he has been a silver, but now he's a non-red card, essentially discard value, although he may be a little bit more due to the Giovinco squad building challenge. But 6'4", 73 diving, 77 reflexes, 73 handling, and 72 positioning. Overall, not fantastic stats on his card, but he was decent in game. There is a massive choice of goalkeeper though. You can have any American goalkeeper, any MLS goalkeeper, or if you want, a legend there as well. So Ousted was my choice. Then we go on to the right back, a player I've used a lot so far, 40 games played at 2 goals and 3 assists for a right back. That is Hector Bellerin from Arsenal. He is just 79 rated this year. Last year was a silver player. I think 79 is probably too low compared to some other ratings I've seen so far, but 95 pace, 77 dribbling, and 74 defending. His passing and physical should be again higher. But there is a reason I've used him for 40 games during FUT Champions, and on top of that some other squad builders, and that's just because of the pace. He's very good in game, although some people do prefer Kyle Walker or Nathaniel Klein just because of the physical stat. Then we go on to the right centre back, a player I've used every single FIFA. He's always been very overpowered, Ike Opara from Sporting KC in the MLS, and he cost me 8,500 coins. I'm pretty sure he's less than that right now, but these MLS players are keeping some kind of value, again because of Giovinco, and they probably will throughout the whole year because that card has actually not got a time limit on at all. But he's 6'2", medium high work rates, 84 pace, 82 physical, and at 69 defending. I have not put an anchor card on him, which technically should give him like 90 plus pace, 90 physical maybe, and like probably 78 defending, which is crazy. But I say it over and over again, I personally haven't really felt the effects of chemistry styles too much on every single player. Some players, I'll say when I do notice some kind of difference, and there's actually one player in this team today. Then we go on to left centre back, and Matt Besler, the hyperlink to Opara, 76 pace, 73 defending, and 75 physical, 6 foot tall, low high work rate. I was lucky enough to pack him, but I think probably around 3 or 4k maybe, although I have not checked so far. But Matt Besler, comparing him to Opara, he's definitely the more defensive of the two. They're both very good at the back, but I'd say that Besler, he has got better defending stats, only just though, so Opara still is a very good choice. But them two, it's a great combo. Then we go on to the left back, Rafael Guerreiro from Dortmund. His on-card stats are 83 pace, 77 dribbling, 72 defending, and 73 passing, and is his highest stats. As just 64 physical, not too fantastic, but a player, again, I do like in game. He seems to be very solid and gets the job done. And for a non-red card, I don't think it'll be too expensive either. Then we move on to the midfield. There's a lot to get through, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks really cool. And the first player, let's start off with a silver actually, and that is going to be Mohamed El Neni from Arsenal. Now, as a silver CDM, he looks pretty damn good. I mean, overall, his pace isn't fantastic, but in game, I thought he was a little bit quicker than the 63 did suggest. 70 defending, 77 physical, and 72 passing. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, and medium high work rates. And in the 7 games, he got 1 goal and 1 assist again from DM. I think there's probably other alternatives to go down. You can get Aaron Ramsey or someone, but El Neni for me, he was my go-to man. Then we got to the other DM, a new player to Ultimate Team this year. I've used quite a bit, 14 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. I'd say about 7 games at DM, 7 games at centre midfield as well. Renato Sanchez. He's just a fantastic well-rounded card this year with 82 pace, 84 physical, 79 dribbling, a 72 shot and defending, and 70 passing. Although his price, he is very expensive right now due to the fact he was a once-to-watch card and he wasn't in packs for a fairly long time. And last time I checked, he was like 25 plus K on Xbox, probably even more on PlayStation. So I'd probably hold off on buying him right now unless you have some spare coins and really try him out. He does have a fantastic long shot on top of that. Then we go on to left cam, and that's going to be a silver Sabitzer. You can go with any cam you want in that role, but with Marcel Sabitzer, as he has some good stats, well, his passing stat isn't really too fantastic, although I do think the chemistry style put on him does boost his passing ever so slightly. So yeah, Sabitzer, 87 pace, 76 dribbling, 72 shot, 70 physical, 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. And to be fair, his default position is not a cam, so I'll let him off for now, but 1 assist in 7 games again is not too great. Then we go on to right cam, an 89 rated Mesut Ozil, and he has the same record, 7 games, 0 goals, 1 assist, which for a player of his caliber, I was really disappointed in game. I don't think he done too much, even with a Hawk card on, which does boost, I think it's pace, shooting and physical. He didn't do much. For a cheaper route, you can go with any German cam and then link him up to the DM and the right back. So Mesut Ozil, for me, he was okay, just the stats don't really show anything. At first owner, that's why he's in there, because I packed him on day 1. I probably will sell him after this because I can't see me using him again, so I've used other cams in the Prem that are better. Maybe I was expecting a little bit too much for him, but for an 89 rated player, his on-card stats aren't really too fantastic, to be honest. 74 shooting, 72 pace, 86 passing and 86 dribbling. Now we're going to the final cam this time, if I can select him. That is going to be Mario Götze, returning to Borussia Dortmund. Now his contribution was much better in regards to stats. 7 games, 5 goals and 4 assists. I think out of 7 games, 2 people quit on me, either 0-0 or like 1-1 or whatever. So overall, like 5 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, that's really good. He cost me 5,000 coins, but again, I used him like 2 weeks ago, so he may be a lot cheaper than that now. It could be a little bit more expensive, but 70 pace, 70 shooting, 78 passing, and 89 dribbling. Again, for an 84, other than the dribbling, he looks really average, but in-game was much better, along with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now let's move on to the main man, the bronze striker, and that is going to be Emre Mor from Borussia Dortmund. It's a player that I was so hyped to use, and to be fair, he really lived up to expectations. I'm pretty sure in real life he is known as the Turkish Messi. He's just like born in 1997, so 19 years old. And I mean, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 87 pace, 81 dribbling. Again, on a 64 rated player. And in the 7 games, but remember, take off 2 because of disconnects and stuff, 9 goals and 3 assists. Cost me 15,000 coins. I think probably right now he may be a little bit more than that, but his in-game stats for bronze are mind-blowing. He should probably be a silver right midfielder, but for now I think I'd prefer a bronze striker because as a right midfielder silver, he'd be like 69 rated maybe. Compared to bronze, it's not as good. And that sniper chemistry style, by the way, apparently we're given 71 shooting and 90 dribbling, in-game stats 95 dribbling, 85 ball control and 80 finishing. He also has 99 agility and 99 balance. For a 64 rated player, again, bear that in mind. I think that's probably better than Messi's base card. I know he's a bronze player, but that is madness. But there we have it. There is a team, a 4-2-3-1 bronze, silver, gold mixture right there. And the silvers are very good in game. The golds, of course, will perform, apart from Mesut Ozil, really. And Emre Mor, he just kills it. So I'd recommend trying him out. There's probably cheaper alternatives to go down, but I would recommend Götze as his green link. Or if you've got the coins, maybe try out him next to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and he may do some very good damage. Let's get into gameplay and show you what he can do. And now we get into gameplay with Emre Mor, potentially the best bronze ever. And the very first goal I scored with him actually was this one. A really tiny bit of skill like roulettes and stuff. Kind of side, and his left foot is really like killer in front of goal. Surprisingly, for a player that on card has really average shooting for a striker, though for a bronze is considered very good. He finished very well against goalkeepers and pretty much any team I came against. But I'll leave the gameplay in the background. I'll talk about why I really like Emre Mor and what I really like about the team. So first up, CDMs, DMs, they're needed on this game in my opinion, or a player that will stay back if you're using like a 4-3-3 flat, or it's like a 4-3-2-1, which for me is my favorite formation in the game. And that player that stays back in this team was most of the time El Neni from Arsenal. He's a really good player when doing so. But here's Emre Mor again, just running through the team and slotting it home. So that's one thing he's really good at. There's one run which I win a penalty from. Unfortunately, I missed the penalty, but the run itself was like world class for a bronze player. Then we go on to Emre Mor himself again. He's incredible. Heavily asked on Twitter. To be honest, I think out of the players that you guys have asked for on Twitter for a video, Emre Mor, since release date, was probably the most suggested. As there's a lot of you may be thinking, Ross, I want a team to use him with. Who can I use? And this is what I went with personally. You can make it cheaper with alternative routes by getting any goalkeeper from the MLS or USA, although Usted is very cheap anyway. And the left cam can be any player of your choice. You can also switch out Mesut Ozil if you really want to, because he's not really necessary. You can't get any cam in there that's German or that links to Goethe in some kind of way. Goethe needs one more link and that is it. But Bellerin was fantastic on the overlap, by the way. He's so damn quick. I know a lot of people use him on FUT Champions because there's not many players that are going to keep up with 95 pace. Also has a decent ball in, and Emre Mor scoring a header. It's unusual to see for quite a short player, and I'm sorry, I did do a dab. I mean, this is 2 weeks old, by the way. Like I keep mentioning it, that this gameplay is fairly old. I think it was the first team I used online properly on the full release of the game. And here's an example of one of the games where it disconnected. It was 0-0, 11 minutes in against a decent team, a very solid team. And for some reason, it disconnected like that, and it counts as nothing. It goes on to game onto Emre Mor's record, but overall, it doesn't count as anything. But here's the run by Emre Mor. Like this dribbling, for a bronze player, you think it's someone really high rated. He gets through the defense, he takes one extra touch, and he takes him down for a penalty. So again, I missed the penalty, but also look at this. Like, he does a Neymar touch without me touching the button. That is absolutely sick. For a bronze player, I can't say it enough. He's so damn fun to use, and I will use him again, definitely. I would use him on FUT Champions, but I don't feel that confident that a bronze player can finish every single chance. Like, he's very good in front of goal, don't get me wrong, but in FUT Champions, it's just that much like sweatier that he may get knocked off the ball a little bit because he'll come against the likes of Jerome Boateng and potentially players that are just a lot stronger, because Emre Mor, no matter how good he is on the ball, he isn't a very strong player, and I was very sweaty in some situation like that. It's probably not needed for a second tramp. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video and the squad. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. 1,500 likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. And the comments below. Do you think he's been the best bronze player across all of the FIFAs? And finally, if you missed yesterday's video, it was down below in that description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.